Good afternoon and welcome to Patriot Paths. My name is Lake Greene and today we are in the capital of the first state, Dover, Delaware. And we're standing right on the historic Delaware Dover Green, kind of like the same thing as a New England common, as a lot of early American New England towns had a public open space of land. And we're here to not only examine the green and the history of it that is now preserved by the NPS, but this quaint monument to commemorate and also preserve to posterity the undying fame of the patriotism and valor of the officers and soldiers of the Delaware Line, of the Continental Army, who in May 1780 were reviewed on this green for the last time, immediately prior to marching on their immortal Southern campaign in the War of the American Revolution, and from which campaign but few survived to return to their native state. This monument is erected by the Delaware State Society of the Cincinnati and the patriotic citizens of the state of Delaware, 30th May, AD 1912. And of course, as this monument stated, the Delaware Line, which played a crucial role in almost every major campaign of the American Revolution, from the very early actions in the New York campaign in the fall of '76, beginning with the Battle of Brooklyn, when hundreds of them, along with many men in the Maryland 300, pretty much saved at the expense of their own lives and security the Continental Army from disintegration right then and there, and thus the American nation. Again, in May 1780, before leaving their home state, the men of Delaware went down south with Nathanael Greene, or at the time it was not Nathanael Greene in command, it was Horatio Gates, but later Nathanael Greene, and would play a major role in the Southern campaign through the Carolinas and into Virginia, culminating with the siege of Yorktown. And pretty much what happened there was that the war, American independence, was won in large part through many men, but of course here in particular noted the valor and sacrifice of those Delaware patriots that fought, and many gave their blood and lives so that we could have an American nation. So today we honor them. So here's a marker for the Dover Green right in front of us, with all the early American architecture surrounding us on all sides, even behind. It looks a little later, but still very, very reminiscent of an earlier time. And William Penn established the town of Dover in 1683. As surveyed in 1717, the town featured 3 public squares, including the Green. Surrounded by government buildings, shops, homes, and tavern, the Green became the heart of Dover. During the American Revolution, it was the setting for troop reviews, markets, and public gatherings. On December 7th, 1787, 30 delegates, 10 from each county, met at the Golden Fleece Tavern down the street facing the Green and ratified the United States Constitution, giving Delaware a place of honor as the first state. Now it's owned by the city of Dover and preserved in partnership with the NPS. Historic downtown Dover. And off in the distance is the current home of the Delaware State Legislature.